we're at the top of a pass, and we stopped to go to the bathroom, and the pass is one of the highest ones that you can drive across. In the world. We're at like 15,000, almost 16,000 feet right now. And it's pretty cold and snowy and foggy. So what we found out, we drove all day today, and we finally got back, got to Satipo about midnight. I don't know how many hours that is, but it's a lot, and we're very tired. We found out that tomorrow we are taking a four-wheel drive truck as far as we can drive, and then we're taking a boat to this little village of its indigenous people, and it's very remote. And they're supposed to be going to 8 other villages to gather up people, and we're going to be there for 2 more days, being able to share the gospel with around 100 or so people for 2 days, so it should be pretty good. This is the truck we're taking, and we have to get rice sacks for the people that ride in the back to sit on. So we stopped at Porto Ocupa, and we're along the river here, and we're eating lunch because this is the last place to eat or buy anything for the next 5 hours until we get to the place where we get on the boats to go to the final little village. And the trip's been going pretty good so far. We're definitely in the jungle, and it's been raining a lot, but everything's going very well. Food's a little bit questionable what we're about to eat. Crossing the river on this barge. We picked up some customers along the way. We made it to the Rio Tambo after 25 hours from Lima. The last 4 in the back of a truck on a dirt road. Now we're going down the river. And the guy's bailing our boat because it leaks. Our boat leaks. And we've been told 10-minute ride, and now we've been told an hour long ride. It's the loudest boat in the world.
That every person has.
Usualmente hay 4 preguntas que todas las personas tienen.
How did we get here?
¿Cómo llegamos aquí?
What went wrong?
¿Qué es lo que salió mal?
Is there any hope?
¿Hay esperanza?
And what does the future hold?
¿Y qué es lo que nos...
In this weird old building that we're sleeping in tonight. And there's gigantic spiders, cockroaches, and everything everywhere, and we have to sleep in these little nets, but they're not very well protected. So it's going to be a long night. Well, we woke up this morning and had quite a long night, but it wasn't horrible. And we found out last night that we were, this little group of believers started from other Peruvians that planted here. We're actually the first, they told us we were the first white guys to ever come in here. And it was kind of weird because some people, I don't know if some people, there's some charismatic preachers or something, but they were talking about the mark of the beast in Revelation, but it would be like a chip, microchip that you put in your wrist, like a shot. Well, the rumors were spreading around before we came here that all the gringos were coming here to put this little chip into the people, so the people were kind of worried about it, and they asked a whole bunch of questions about it. But we have a day of preaching and teaching. Taking a nap. That's one of the most deadliest ants in the jungle.
¿Se puede bañar?
Some cool paddles. So we just had an incident because one of our Peruvian guys, Raul, wandered off and was looking for birds or something, and he got caught by some of the people in the tribe, and they said he didn't have a permission, and they actually captured him and took him back by gunpoint, and were holding him there until we came and tried to talk him out of doing it, because there's apparently all these rumors about 3 weeks ago there were some gringos in there that probably from Germany, by the looks of them. They were talking and they pulled guns on people. They're scared of gringos because there's people in here stealing organs, and also the Shining Path terrorist group is in this area, so they're on the guard against them all the time. So they don't take, you need to have complete permission to do anything here, and or you're in big trouble.
Él vino a mi vida en días bien.
Has washed away my sin. Jesus, thank you. The Father's wrath completely satisfied. Jesus, thank you. Once your enemy, now seated at your table. Jesus, thank you.
So we just woke up and it's been pouring rain so hard the last 2 hours, and we have to take the boat down river today. So it's going to be a wet ride. And we can't leave in the boats because they don't want to get their pants wet. So we're stuck waiting the entire day now till it quits raining, but it turned everything into a river. So after we left the village, which was just pouring rain the whole time, we went, got in the boats, and we went downriver about 45 minutes, and we rented another truck to take us the 120 miles on dirt roads back to Satipo. And it was quite interesting because of the rain, all the rivers were completely swollen and flooded. So we got to the first one, which was enormous. I mean, it was like, for everybody back in Montana, the Big Hole River. We had to try to cross that, and there's cars backed up since 1 in the morning waiting for the water to go down. And then finally, we waited an hour or so, and then finally one truck was brave enough to make it, and he somehow made it across, and the water was over his hood. And then, so we were the third ones to go, and somehow we made it across. And we were doing good, and we kept going all the way back, the 120 miles. But another little incident happened because there was a black truck that passed us, but then we got to another swollen river, and he wouldn't go first, so our driver called him a chicken, and our driver flew through the big river, and we somehow made it. But then the black truck was on us the whole time, tailgating us, honking his horn for miles and miles and miles, but our guy wouldn't let him pass, and they were in a big spite war. So it turned into this big NASCAR race across the jungle, and these crazy roads that were just solid mud, and they were going like 40, 50 miles an hour at times, as fast as they could possibly drive on the roads. And we finally got the guy to stop because he wouldn't listen to us. And we got him to stop by saying that Sky had to go to the bathroom. So the guy stopped, and the rest of the trip seemed to go pretty good. We made it to the ferry, we crossed the river, and we made it back to Satipo maybe an hour or so after dark, but it was a long, good day.
Man of sorrows, what a name for the Son of God who came, ruined sin to reclaim. Hallelujah. Bearing shame, scoffing rude, in my place condemned he stood, sealed my pardon with his blood. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Savior, you showed your love.